class. My name is Serena and this is my informative speech presentation where today I'll be teaching you how to paint with acrylic for beginners. Now what if I told you that you can paint with plastic? Yes, that's right, plastic. Acrylic paint was created in the 1950s as a safer alternative to a lot of the dangerous chemically heavy and based paints that were available at the time. And because of its bright and bold colors, acrylic paint allowed artists to be more colorful and expressive than they ever have before. Some modern and pop art greats, such as Carl Lichtenstein, Andy Warhol, or pictured down below Keith Haring, are all artists that have iconic acrylic masterpieces hanging just down the road in museums in Los Angeles. And today I'll teach you how you can create some of your own acrylic masterpieces based on my experience as an acrylic painter myself, experience in advanced high school art courses, and through research that I've done through our very own RCC Fine Art database. First, we will review preparation, the materials that we will need to acrylic paint, how we paint step by step in applying the paint to canvas, and last but not least, the aftercare for taking care of your new work of art. First, we will review the necessary materials to have a successful painting session. Acrylic paint is very low maintenance and is very easily accessible, so most of the materials that we will need can be makeshift at home or can be found in just the general art supply store. The things that we will need today is going to be a canvas or a thick canvas paper, the paint itself, paint brushes, jar of water, paper towels, a pencil, the paint palette, or here you can use a disposable paper plate for a single one-time use. And the most important thing that you're going to need is your subject, your idea, whatever it is that you want to create. Make sure you know or have your reference on hand or posed and ready to go. Compared to other mediums, acrylic paint is very low maintenance. In Chelsea Magazine, the article Acrylic Mediums, they explain that the different mediums are used to alter different things such as the consistency, texture, and drying time of paintings. So where acrylic paint may only take a few hours to, a few minutes to a few hours to dry, oil paint is going to take weeks, days, months, years to dry. So this is what we mean when we say that acrylic is very low maintenance and beginner friendly. So now that we understand the materials needed to have a successful painting session, next we will review step by step how to apply them to paint. Next is painting and understanding the medium, where I'll explain how each of the tools will be used throughout the painting process. So step by step, first we will have prepared and have all of your materials laid out before you, ready to go. And next comes step 2, where we will actually paint and apply paint to canvas. So first we're going to take our paintbrush, dip it into our jar of water to make sure that it is wet, and then you may dip the brush into your paint and apply it to the canvas and make the magic happen. In between changing colors, as you are creating, you're going to do step number 3. You will wipe the brush, you'll clean it thoroughly with water and paper towel until your brush is clean, and you'll alternate between steps 2 and 3, painting and cleaning until your piece is complete. Now the article Why Acrylics by the artist explains a little bit more about the medium. We did explain how acrylic is a fast dry medium, and for some this can be a pro and for some this can be a con. This is where we can use the water to stretch our paint, help it stay wet longer, spray it to the canvas to help keep it moist, or sometimes when you're painting multiple layers, the quick dry can be very helpful. For example, you can paint your whole canvas blue, let it dry for 5 minutes, and there's your blue sky. Paint your mountains, let it dry, and there's your mountains, and so on. You can add layer after layer after layer after each one dries accordingly. And so now that we understand the materials needed to successfully acrylic paint and how to do it step by step, finally we will review aftercare and how to clean up your painting session. And finally, I will explain the cleanup and aftercare for your new piece of art. So once your canvas is dry and the artist has decided that the work is finished, your painting will be complete and you can come back to it as many times as you feel necessary until the artist has decided that this work is finished, until the artist is satisfied. And for the third time, I will reiterate, acrylic paint does dry very quickly, so as soon as you are finished with your painting session, you want to very quickly wash your tools. You want to wash off your brushes and clean your painting palette and any dried or hardened paint that may be on there. Don't fret, your tools are not ruined. There is such a thing as acrylic soap or paint soap that you can use to get hardened paint off of your hands and off of your tools. And if you have a piece of, the acrylic paper, if you want to hang it, you can put it into a frame or store it in a nice dry place. But if you're painting on a wooden canvas with us today, just make sure that you take good care of your canvas. Keep it in a dry area and be cautious of poking it, stretching it, bulging it so that it doesn't sag or tear. Overall, acrylic paint is a very beginner-friendly and widely accessible medium that has revolutionized the art game since gracing canvases near us. I hope that after overviewing the required materials to paint, how to apply paint to canvas, and how to take care of your painting, you have the confidence to create and take care of your own masterpiece from the comfort of your own home. And in understanding that acrylic paint is made from plastic, I hope you have a newfound appreciation and understanding of the way that plastic has colored the world around us.